In Madrid, they cheat, and they complain. That sarcastic jab was aimed straight at Real Madrid, words from Lamine Yamal right before El Clásico kicked off. It was a bold strike at the pride of Spain's most powerful club, but Yamal didn't stop there. He turned the pre-match build-up into a one-man media campaign. He posted a dramatic short video. A boy from the neighborhood doesn't play for fame, but for the future. The real pressure isn't on the pitch. It's in the eyes of those who never stop believing. I left fear behind in Mataro long ago. To prove it, Yamal uploaded another photo from a previous Clásico, showing a wall of Real Madrid fans taunting him from behind. And at the Santiago Bernabéu, Yamal finally gave his answer. But it wasn't the one he wanted. It seemed that the fear he claimed to have left in Mataro somehow found its way to Madrid. In just the second minute, Real Madrid tore through Barca's defense on a counterattack. In a desperate attempt to defend, Yamal was accused of committing a foul in the box. The referee pointed to the spot, only for VAR to intervene and overturn the penalty. A warning shot, but Yamal didn't see it coming. From there, everything went downhill. No goals, no assists, no shots on target, no accurate crosses. But the disaster wasn't just in the numbers, it was in his helplessness. Yamal miscontrolled the ball 3 times, and worse, he lost possession 21 times. That means, on average, every 4 minutes, he handed the ball back to Real Madrid. On his flank, Yamal faced Álvaro Carreras, not the most famous defender, but that night, he was brilliant. The Real Madrid fullback completely pocketed the 18-year-old prodigy. Every dribble, every burst of pace, every flashy move from Yamal. Carreras read them all and shut him down. In the first half, Yamal tried one shot. It went wide. In the second, he struck again from outside the box. The ball flew into the Madrid night sky, met with cheers and laughter from the home fans. Every time he touched the ball, the Bernabéu booed. Every time he lost it, the crowd applauded, as if Madrid had scored again. Yamal had talked so much before the game, but once the whistle blew, he vanished. The match ended 2-1 for Real Madrid, and for Yamal, the real pain was only beginning. The final whistle sounded like the start of a reckoning. The first to confront him wasn't an enemy. It was Dani Carvajal, his Spain teammate, Euro champion, and friend. But tonight, wearing white meant more. Carvajal didn't come to console him. He marched straight up to Yamal demanding, "Go on, say it again." Before Yamal could respond, more Madrid players surrounded him. A Barca teammate tried to pull him away, but it was no use. Tension peaked as they neared the tunnel. Vinicius Jr., no stranger to controversy, appeared. Words were exchanged. Tempers exploded. Reports say Yamal, furious and humiliated, challenged Vinicius to settle it like men outside. That provocation poured fuel on the fire. Vinicius lunged toward him, ready to fight until security and staff intervened. Moments earlier, another scuffle had already erupted near the dugout after a red card incident involving Ferran Torres and goalkeeper Lunin. It was an El Clásico where Barca lost not just on the scoreboard, but in dignity. According to Real Madrid insiders, everyone had something to say to Yamal, and they said it all. Humiliation was absolute. While Yamal became the target of criticism, Real's hero chose a very different way to respond. Jude Bellingham, with 1 goal, 1 assist, and a commanding midfield display, took to social media, posting victory photos set to an Elvis Presley song. The caption, "Talk is cheap," a classy, cutting response to Yamal's pre-match boasts. Vinicius commented below, "Incredible," showing full unity within the Madrid camp. Bellingham let his football do the talking, the silent leader. His composure made Yamal's immaturity shine even brighter. This wasn't Yamal's first time running his mouth. Earlier in October, after Barca's 1-2 loss to PSG, Gonzalo Ramos, who scored the winner, said, "Less talk, more action." He didn't name names, but everyone knew who he meant. A pattern is forming. The louder Yamal talks, the more his team struggles. From the Champions League semifinal against Inter to Spain's UEFA Nations League final versus Portugal, every time he gets cocky, disappointment follows. Spanish outlet AS summed it up bitterly. Confidence is good, but at 18, Yamal needs to let his feet speak, not his mouth. Even inside Barca, there's concern that his outspoken nature is harming the club's image. The coaching staff wants him to calm down. He's not just a player, he's the face of the club's future. At 18, arrogance might feel natural. He's La Liga's brightest young star, a European champion at 17, but early fame is a double-edged sword. Yamal's attitude now mirrors what Mbappe and Haaland were like a few years ago. Young prodigies expected to inherit Messi and Ronaldo's throne. But at 27 and 25, neither has touched the Ballon d'Or yet. Talent alone isn't enough. What happened? Pressure, expectation, and a touch of youthful arrogance. But look at them now. Both have matured. Mbappe, once accused of ego, now leads with humility and hard work. Haaland, once only a poacher, now tracks back, defends, runs tirelessly. They've learned that greatness demands more than talent. It requires discipline and silence. If Yamal doesn't learn soon, he might never reach even their level, let alone surpass them. And if he needs an example, he should look no further than Lionel Messi. Messi was kicked, mocked, provoked, but he never retaliated with words. He stood up, brushed off the dirt, and answered with goals. He turned anger into art, letting his feet speak the language of greatness. El Clásico ended with Barca 5 points behind Real Madrid, a heavy defeat for the team, but a priceless lesson for Yamal. He said he left fear behind in Mataró. Maybe so, but the Bernabéu is not Mataró. This is El Clásico, and reality just slapped him awake.